Yeah, that's right, we are back. Today I'm surprised to be at Mere Skatepark. I was travelling through and I just popped in the old Google Maps, skate parks near me, and it came up with Mere Skatepark. No picture of Mere Skatepark, so I had a little wander across that field and here we are. Let's take a look around. So the car park the Google Maps brought me to is way over yonder. You can see my yellow van park there. On the way in is a giant children's play park on the right. For the first time in one of these mini skate park tours, there is no basketball court to speak of, but there is a set of tennis courts way over there if you wanted to practice a bit of flatland action. There seems to be a path running down this side, so you don't have to hike across the fields if you don't want to. And the skate park is right here in a shady nook. Now, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, it is early doors, but it's already way too hot to skate in the sunshine. I got a little bit of heat exhaustion the other day from pushing it a bit too hard at the concrete wave skate park in the blazing sun. Felt a little bit poorly. So we start up on this quarter pipe. I'd say it's about 3.5 foot, and that takes you into a street section, and you've got a choice of 2 hubbers and a rail down the middle. Let's just run in there. You can also come up, turn around on this big flat bank, and then there's an opportunity for a bit of a bump to bar or a bump to hubber on the way back up. Coming round, there is a rather nice looking hip. Woohoo! And that brings us into the mini ramp portion. I'd say the mini ramp is probably a touch under 5 foot in this small part, going up to more like a touch under 6 foot for this big part. So we've just got a smaller section and a bigger section. That bigger section also doubles up as a way to get into the rhythm section. So there's a little jump ramp here, and that takes us over the back to a landing ramp, and then another pretty much 6 foot quarter pipe to turn round on for the journey back. And that is it. There's some sort of wall here, graffiti wall. Let's just see if there's anything skateable on that. No. Well, if you're a local of Mere Skate Park, maybe pop in the comments what this wall used to be or what it was for. And we've got a bit of a semi-pro looking football ground. Okay, I'm gonna have a bit of a cruise about, see if I can get the legs working, get that blood flowing. As I said, there's a bit of a heat wave here in the UK. It's already pretty humid. Luckily, there's a little bit of a canopy there to provide a leafy, shady nook. There's no wind though, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last. I might just focus my efforts on this mini ramp, see if I can get a few of my basic tricks, and then I can give you a rundown of how that mini ramp feels. Okay, that mini ramp is really fun. Nice smooth concrete, and I think the strongest point is the coping set, which is nice and proud, really allows you to hook in to the stalls. It is a little bit on the wonk, it probably doesn't come across in the video, but it's definitely sloping down and also across coping to coping, so you have a bit more speed on one side than the other. Now in my experience, that's not the end of the world, because you can just work out which tricks work on which side. But to start with, I was wondering if it was a bit of an optical illusion, but I think it definitely is on the wonk. One way it definitely favours the 50-50 grind, which is a little bit downhill. Well, that's it for my trip to Mere Skatepark. I had a lot of fun. It was an all-round surprise. I didn't expect to come here. I'd seen no pictures of it before I came, so it was quite nice to try something brand new with no visualisation of what I was going to get up to. That street section was a lot of fun. I used it as a sort of back and forth mini ramp, rolling in down that flat bank. That was pretty exciting. Even though it was no problem, sometimes I get a bit of anxiety about new obstacles, just a bit of fear of the unknown. And then pumping up the flat bank to that 3.5 foot quarter pipe. The coping was set really nicely on that one, quite proud, and I found I could get into my feeble stalls nice and easy. The mini ramp's pretty quirky. I really enjoyed it. It's a bit on the wonk, so it took a little bit of getting used to, but I found that some of that wonk was to my advantage. 50-50 grinds were really fun, just dropping in on the larger section and then hooning down that rail, also a bit downhill on that rail. Those trees have really come to my aid today, provided a nice shady nook. I'd imagine it's a double-edged sword though, because a lot of leaves and stuff would come off those in the autumn, I reckon. I didn't have time to try that launch ramp thing. I'm gonna have to finish now before I burst into flames. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram @JohnBishopSkate. As ever, my name's been John Bishop, and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to skate.